They both did well in Europe this week, and now it's back home into the capital. On Sunday, Liverpool meet Spurs at Wembley. Today, Team Whispers turns its attention to Tottenham versus Liverpool, which is set to take place right here on Sunday. And ahead of what could be a key early clash in the race for the top four, Team Whispers hit the streets in an attempt to gauge fan opinion ahead of the game.
We're back at Wembley. I'm Danny Lee reporting for Football Whispers. And today we'll be amongst the Spurs fans ahead of Liverpool's trip to the capital on Sunday. Obviously with the Liverpool game coming up next week, do you think there's any specific area that could hurt us?
Well, they're good going forward, but they're not so good at the back, so I think we can hit them just as much as they can hit us, to be honest.
Manny's not playing. That's a big miss. Pace. That's a frightened. Liverpool always frightened me.
Yeah.
We'll get them.
Yeah, definitely the high press is something that we struggled with. But again, when we played Dortmund, we played up with the counter, and I think if we do that again, then we'll be fine.
Where do you think Liverpool can hurt Tottenham the most?
I think I can.
How do you think Tottenham can hurt them?
Ari, who else?
Harry Kane's killing everybody, so
Yeah,
I think it's no secret, but yeah, Harry Kane.
Defence.
No defence?
Yeah, I haven't got one.
So at the weekend, Danny was at Wembley.
And now we're in central London asking fans of each side what they should be looking out for from the opposition ahead of Spurs versus Liverpool on Sunday.
Where do you think Liverpool can hurt Spurs?
Well, obviously with our pace, having Salah in the team has made a massive difference for us.
Speed on the wings with Salah, for Coutinho if he plays on the wing, that's where we beat him.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be difficult, but like we're quick on the attack. Like if we get our attack going, like we'll hurt anyone.
Coutinho's obviously a match winner. I think he's hurt Spurs in the past, so I'd like to see him obviously make a big difference.
Obviously, Coutinho's a really key player for Liverpool. He's been a real battering ram for Liverpool in a kind of an elegant way.
Well, obviously Kane's always a threat. There's no doubt about that.
It's pretty much Harry Kane's season right now, and that hurts me as a Liverpool fan.
They have Ali, Dali's a very creative player in the middle, Eriksen, very creative player in the middle. They also take set pieces pretty well. We know we're weak to set pieces.
Where we've had difficulty this season has been when teams have sat back at their place. There's no way they're going to sit back and enjoy them. Anyone who's come and attacked us this season, we've dismantled them. So I think it could go either way, but I fancy us.
So Liverpool are making the big journey down south to the capital, and we've got all the info you need ahead of the big game. Starting with the battle for the right-back spot in the absence of Nathaniel Klein. Both Joe Gomez and Trent Alexander-Arnold have filled in there this season, but who would the fans prefer?
It's got to be Gomez. He's the more complete player at this point in his career.
I like Alexander-Arnold's spirit. He's not always accurate with the ball, but he definitely puts a bit more effort, I think, than Gomez does.
Gomez right now, because of our lack of ability to handle the aerial attack, he's a little taller, he's a little bigger.
I have a bit of a soft spot for Gomez just because, I think he's been on a real trip with the fans, but Alexander-Arnold is a long-term player for the club, and I think he'll be Liverpool's right back for the next at least 7 years.
The team's playing open, and certainly against Spurs, I'd rather have Gomez.
So fans are yet to come to a conclusion on who should play at right back, but there does seem to be some agreement about the long-term future for Joe Gomez.
But Gomez is a good player, but he's a centre back, I think. He's not a good enough footballer to play right back in an attacking kind of team.
Arnold in the future, and Gomez is centre half. He's a centre half, really.
Joe Gomez might morph into a centre back at some point. I hope he does.
Well, it seems like Gomez has a good set of attributes for a centre-back already. When compared with Alexander-Arnold, we can see that he has been making more tackles, interceptions and aerial duels per 90 than his younger counterpart, who in turn has been better at the more attacking side of the game. Alexander-Arnold scores higher for chances created, successful take-ons and total shots per 90. And this contrast is reflected when we look at their heat maps as well. Alexander-Arnold is clearly more comfortable playing higher up the pitch, while Gomez looks to play more conservatively, often found occupying deeper and more central positions. So what does this mean for Sunday? Well, as a couple of fans suggested earlier, we reckon Joe Gomez will be the right back of choice for the visitors. Klopp will stick with his midfield three of Wijnaldum, Henderson and Chan, while Philippe Coutinho will take the place of the injured Mane up top. Spurs, meanwhile, will return to the 3-4-2-1 that they have preferred to use this season. We think Ben Davies will return to the team after missing the Madrid game, while Harry Winks could retain his place after impressing at the Bernabeu. Finally, Dele Alli will return to the side after serving his Champions League suspension. suspension. On the topic of Winks, Spurs fans were excited by the young midfielder's performance against the European champions, and we've taken a look at the numbers behind the latest wonder kid to rise to the first team under Mauricio Pochettino. His last 5 games have come against a range of opponents from Lithuania to Huddersfield, but in each one the midfielder has demonstrated a maturity beyond his years. His pass completion rates, all above 85% for example, reflect the 21-year-old's growing confidence at playing in the centre of Tottenham's side. Aside from Winks, Gomez, Alexander-Arnold and the rest though, we asked fans what they thought the score would be at the weekend.
I really think it's 1-1.
I think it'll be a score draw. 2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool, I'll go with that.
2-1. 2 Reds, of course.
I mean, I don't think we'll win. I think it'll be a draw.
Score prediction.
Yeah.
1-0, 2-0.
Probably more like 2-2, yeah.
So that's all from the National Stadium. Tottenham looked quite at home playing at the Bernabeu on Tuesday, but playing at Wembley seems like a less comfortable prospect, and that could be something that Liverpool look to capitalise on. See you next week.